out on me, and I may have to not stream on my computer because it tends to cut out a bit on the streams, but whatever. So let's go Pathfinder Adventures. We're going to delete this one that I was doing. Start a new game. I'm not going to go as much into how everything works. I'm just going to play it because I think that gets old. I tend to do that. So 3 or 4 players. I like 4 because it gives you a good balance. I like with some different guys though, because I usually tend to play with these 4 a lot. I like Harsk. Amiri's the barbarian. I like having one good fighter. Let's take her. We have a good charisma or a good con. Let's get the survivalist 1. Alright. Let's add in excuse me. I still always like Kyra because I like the way she heals. So we'll go with standard Kyra with a high wisdom. Oh, nickname must be unique. Alright, so Kyra 1. Add character. Good dex-based characters are nice to have. Marisil's really one not bad. Lem's an interesting character. He's not usually good on his own though. Their seals are so good for traps. Let's see. I do like Ezren. We're gonna go with Ezren. I think I like old school Ezren better. Yeah. So we got Amiri, Kyra, Ezren. One more. So we got a arcane, a divine, a fighter, so that means get somebody else. So if we don't go with Marisil, we tend to go with a lot. Harsk I like, and I like Lem for his little thing. Let's go with Harsk because he's got some other abilities here. We'll get some good bows for him. Put his con down a little bit, but put his survival and wisdom up. He's a forest ranger. Let's go normal first. Alright, there we go. Alright, so you are all done, guys. So we're going to do Brigandoom here in this stream. Hopefully it stays good the whole way. So let's start at the beginning. We're doing normal. Alright, Ezren. Sandpoint. It will be relief from the far from the politics of Absalom. It is said in the ruins of old Thalassian it could be found here. Given peace and time, I could learn much. It looks like a town that could really use an extra blade. You there! You look equipped and able. I can't get a supply shipment past the waterfront these days. That brigand Jabral-Visky and his thugs are robbing honest folks in the streets. Our incompetent sheriff can't seem to do a thing about it. I did not come here to dispose of thugs, but rid of this town of its criminal element is worth the time. It seems my steel won't be sheathed for long. Alright. So we are in Sandpoint. If a monster's power causes you to recharge one or more cards, do so. Then draw the same number of cards. Jabral-Visky with recharge 2 cards before we fight him. And he comes with bandits. So we have 6 locations in a 4-player game. Let's see. So I like to send the mage to the academy here, get some spells, hopefully. Kyra is good at the woods because of the wisdom ability to maybe get through that. And then these other ones, we don't really have a very charismatic person, do we? Harsk, we'll send to the wooden bridge. Actually, Harsk. Could you back up here, Harsk? No, we're stuck. Alright, let's view party. There we go. So you got good dex, d8, and con, perception, survival. Dex, con, perception, survival. Dex 6. Yeah, okay, we'll leave that. And our girl, who is obviously really good at strength, con. That's about it. We'll send her to where we defeat monsters. Yeah, this prison might be tough. We don't have a good charismatic person. Center of the farmhouse. Alright, so we'll start with, let's put Ezren at the end. Why not? With Harsk. We'll go like that. But it's kind of like the party order would be if it was an RPG in a group. Tanky healer, ranged, and then the squishy guy in the back. Even though they're going to different places, and that doesn't even remotely matter in this game. Alright, let's go. So we got Amiri. I'm not Amiri. Amiri? I'm gonna say Amiri. I'm gonna say the name different every time. Amiri heading to the farmhouse, taking a look around for Jubero whiskey, and a skeleton appears out of the barn. Interesting. So it's immune to mental and poison. Slashing or piercing makes it a more difficult enemy. Unfortunately, she has a piercing weapon. She does have her barbarian rage. You may bury a card from your hand to add 1d10 to your strength, melee, con, or survival checks. You can bury a card, like the potion of hiding, perhaps. Let's see if we do that. So let's bury the potion of hiding. And now we have a 91% chance, sure. And we got him. Skeleton defeated. So Amiri is wondering what's going on here. She uses her guide to scout ahead, and inside the barn, she finds in the corner some bracers that could be useful. But unfortunately, Amiri is dumb as bricks. So the chance of this is slim, and she's like, I don't know, these bracers look like shit. I'm just gonna throw them off to the side. I don't think they're worth anything. So, should we look ahead one more time with her? Why not? And the zombie pops out. The zombie is immune to the mental and poison traits. Have the damage dealt by the zombie undefeated each character location. Something like that. So this time she's going to use her sword and bash this zombie, but she does not. The zombie actually hits her. So have the damage dealt though by the zombie, which is kind of interesting. So she only takes 1 damage. She has to get rid of her sword and retreat. The zombie scampers back into the corner of the barn, and Amiri has to end her turn. So she can move at the end of her turn as one of her abilities. Normally you can only move at the beginning of your turn. She's going to stay at the farmhouse though, because there's zombies here and other things. Alright, so in the woods, Kyra is searching for Jabral-Visky as well. And she gets nailed out of from behind a tree by a goblin commando who smacks her for 1 damage already, and she has to discard a card. Guidance, discard this card to add 1 any check. It's not bad. Recharge this card. We got a lot of blessings. Let's discard guidance. It's not the best card. Alright, problem is she has no weapons, so she's fighting bare-fisted against this goblin commando. Apparently the goblin's arrow knocked a weapon out of her hand or something, I don't know. So, right now she has a 0% chance, which is not good. So we discard a blessing. She can only do 1 at a time. So Harsk hears a cry somehow by the wooden bridge. Harsk's ability is so funny because he can shoot anybody from anywhere. So he's going to recharge the card. He's going to recharge his crow to give her another d4 on her attack. And shoot an arrow that way. And together they defeat the goblin commando. Alright, and now without a weapon, she doesn't really feel like going forward in the woods yet, so she's going to take a break. We'll get a quarterstaff in here. So now Harsk, who's at the wooden bridge, finds a troubadour walking around outside down a road, singing, doing his troubadour things. Harsk says, "Hey, buddy, why don't you join our party?" Dex or charisma check. Dex 7, okay. Yeah, let's see if we can get this guy. No! Troubadour does not like Harsk gruff look and moves on, and Harsk is upset, is a little pissed off with that. Because he wasted a blessing, but he did find some superior chainmail, which is heavy armor. Which I actually don't think anybody in our party wears heavy armor now, I think about it. That's right. But it's a con, and he picks it up anyway. Now that I think about it, does anybody in our party wear heavy armor? We have light armor. Oh, Kyra wears heavy armor. She's a cleric. Okay. Because I don't think Amiri does. Yeah, she couldn't learn to wear heavy armor. Okay, so that's not bad. Harsk does have a sling on him. He does have armor. He's gonna look ahead. And a mercenary appears from behind. Maybe somebody Jabrovisky must have sent to stop these guys. So he's gonna bring out a sling, and let's see. Kyra tries to repay the help that he gave her a minute ago, and they just take out the mercenary. Now Harsk is done. Harsk does have a cool ability where he can examine the top card of his deck. So a blessing is next, which is an automatic get. So that's good to know that he'll be getting that next turn. Alright, Ezren. What are you to do? You're in the academy, so if we do not find a spell here, he gets to explore for free. And we find a bandit! Wow, the big guy. Well, not the big guy, but his henchman. Ezren tries to enter the academy, and a bandit jumps out, then tries to take him down instantly. He's gonna try to take that guy. The problem is, I wanna try to get these spells here. Man, I don't know if I want to close this place already. He's gonna force missile this guy though. Oh, I have to recharge a card. So let's recharge our invisibility for now, and let's force missile this bandit. Should be a pretty easy spell for Ezren. He's pretty powerful. I like him in this game. And we unfortunately don't recharge the force missile, so he goes away. We're not going to close this place because I want to try to get some spells. Like Cure. He also has the expanded spellbook, which means after you play a spell that has the arcane trait, which we did, you may examine the top card of your deck. Basically what we did there. If it's a spell, you may put it in your hand. So let's do that. Quarterstaff, not a spell, so that's our top card of our deck. So we're not very good at getting. This is a cure spell. We won't be able to keep it if we use it, but it would be nice to have. So let's see if we can pick it up in case he does run into trouble. Nope. He is not a divine caster. Let's see if we can keep our codex. Nope. Shit, he rolls, man. Alright, that goes away. We do have another attack spell, so let's send in the Night Watch. Scout ahead, and we find another standard bearer. Unfortunately, nobody that he's really good at getting. 16% chance! Nope. Alright, we have another standard bearer here. We kind of want to get to this deck as fast as we can, actually. Lightning Touch, that is one we should be able to get. Spell. That's a basic spell though, so that's really nothing too fancy. Find Traps is a divine spell. Nothing too big. But you got it. Nice. You can still use that. Acid Arrow. That is a good spell. And that is elite. So that is a spell that you cannot just put in your hand. You have to actually find it. So he has that. And we found it, and we got it. Nice, that is good. We're gonna keep that in his deck for good. What is his ability here? Because we are constantly exploring. I think if you find a spell, Eldritch Exuberance, right? If you acquire a card that has a magic trait, you may immediately explore again. That's why he's good in this place too. So now we find our Bugbear. So let's lightning touch this dude. If undefeated, bury a weapon or item from your discard pile. 82% chance. I think we got this guy. Yes. We can recharge our lightning touch. 75% chance on that. No! Wow, I'm having trouble recharging cards. So now we use expand. If we played a spell, we can examine the top card of our deck. It's a spell, we can put it in our hand. We already knew it was on our quarterstaff. Forgot. Not that it really matters. Doesn't hurt to do it again. Alright, so Ezren had a pretty good round. He got through a lot of that deck, and he beat the bandit, the henchman, but he wanted to try to find some spells, and he found that acid arrow, which is nice. Okay. Amiri is still at the farmhouse, and the zombie appears again. This time she is ready, though, with her long spear. She will run it through! Yes, she does this time. And she is going to use her blessing to look ahead and find a long bow. An elite bow, something that Harsk would really like to have. So Harsk is going to throw a blessing on top to see if she can find that for him. And she does. Nice. So she's all geared up, but unfortunately she does not have a way to explore this farmhouse again. So you can give a card. Yeah, she's gonna move to where Harsk is and give him the bow on her first turn, if I remember to do that. And then she could move back to where she was. Okay, so the woods. Ooh, the bandit! So this place I don't mind closing quickly. There's really not much here but enemies and barriers. So we have to recharge a card. Let's recharge our standard bearer. And we get a holy water. Okay, so we're gonna use our staff, quarterstaff. We can discard it to add another d6. That gives us 72%. Not that great. I think Harsk is going to recharge the heavy armor, which he's not good at anyway. And he's gonna make that a 93% chance. Oh no! How? I'm gonna discard the holy water. 93% chance, man! We're gonna find that bandit again. He runs into the woods, unable to defeat him. Kyra not happy about that. Let's take another look around. Now she runs into a skeleton, but Kyra is good at skeletons because she has the enemy lore undead. She gets to add a d8 and the magic trait to a bane. To defeat a bane has the undead trait, which he has an undead trait. So she just adds a d8 straight up, which is pretty awesome. And then 96%, you can't possibly fail that. Wow, we almost did. Okay. She's gonna hold on to her cure spell for now. It's starting to get low already, though. So we know that a blessing is coming because we examined this deck earlier. It's an automatic get for Harsk. Let's play another blessing. Battered chest, new items, strength melee, dex disable. We do have thieves tools. Reveal this to add 1 to your disable check. Discard this card to defeat a barrier whose highest difficulty defeat is 11 or lower. Well, we can discard this and automatically grab the highest is 10, so we can get this. And we can recharge that completely unsuccessfully because it's a disable check. It's a dex check. Why couldn't we use dex? Anyway, see how many items. We get 4 items. Nice, maybe something good. Opens its chest, found near the bridge. Potion of glibness, which helps with diplomacy. Spyglass, which is kind of cool. We can look at the top 2 cards and put them in any order. Token of Remembrance is for spell recharging. Potion of Fortitude is for fortitude checks. Let's use the Spyglass and look at the top 2 cards of the bridge. Ooh, there's the Bandit, okay. And an Acolyte. Charisma, Diplomacy, Arcane Divine. He's not going to be able to get that Acolyte. He's got a sling. Might as well just take out the bandit. It's not. Unfortunately, his turn's done. He doesn't have any way to look ahead. Oh, he has glibness. Could have got her. That's alright. We already know what is on the top of the deck. We could. So I have to remember for Amiri to give him that bow. Because I tend to play too fast and I forget things. So that's what I need to remember. A large chest with weapons. We have a Find Trap spell, which is Wisdom. He won't be able to recharge this, it'll get discarded. We can add 2 dice to a check to defeat a barrier. Gives us a chance, 74%. Nice. Draw to roll weapons. How many weapons do we find? 1 weapon in that chest. And it's a glaive. Ooh, it's an elite weapon though. Mario like that. Explore again. Invisibility spell. Got it. And we can explore again. Boots of Elvenkind. This isn't that great of a card. But we should now be able to close this location. Use our Sage to make it a 95% chance. So we're going to do that. Close it off. So now the Academy is done. At closing, you may shuffle a spell from your discard pile into your deck. Any spells on discard pile? We have Force Missile and Lightning Touch. We'd kind of like to get another spell. Let's go with Force Missile. Alright, so he is done. See the fork in him. So now she is going to give a card to Harsk, the longbow. Alright. Nice, and now she can move. She doesn't have to stay here. She's gonna move back to whence she came, the farmhouse. And find some thieves' tools. Good, but not the best. It's a basic item. I'm not gonna waste a blessing on it. Amiri does not have a good way to just keep searching though. Same thing that Valeros has, problem has. Alright, we're in the woods. Another Goblin Commando. There's a second one in the woods. Unless we didn't beat the first one. I'm trying to remember if we beat him now. 1 range combat damage. Damn, that sucks. We have to get rid of the Blessing. But we do have Cure, so we can heal it back. Quarterstaff, 58% only. And another Blessing to beat this guy. Got him. We are going to use our Cure. Come on. Ah, we're going to get 2 cards cured. From our discard pile goes into our deck. Shuffle into our actual deck. Because our deck is our health. So we can recharge Cure, possibly. It may be worth wasting a Blessing to make sure we keep our Cure spell for later. Because we can get some more, even better roll than we did last time when we cured. But we might even get it here. No, we didn't. Alright, we're at 19 turns left. Bandit, Wooden Bridge. And he has a longbow. We're going to get rid of this Token of Remembrance. Recharge it. Alright, so we're using our longbow, which Harsk is really good at. Roll 87% chance. Definitely want to get this guy taken care of though. Kyra's going to use Guidance, which gives him +1. Moves it up a little bit. 93%. Took him out. She can recharge that pretty easily. That's an easy recharge. It's only a 4. So she gets that back in her deck. And we can close this nasty Wooden Bridge location with a Dexterity or Stealth check. Oh, shitty freaking roll. She's going to use a Blessing. We need to close these locations though. It's imperative to win it. Alright, we did. And we are done with Harsk. He's going to have to discard a card though. So that's, when you end your turn here, you may bury a card from your hand to recharge a card from your discard pile. I'd like to get that Blessing back. You know what? Let's recharge a Potion of Fortitude. Why not? or this barrier potion for you. We'll get it back at the next adventure. And we'll recharge a blessing just to have one there. It never hurts. Then that puts us at 5 cards. We'll have to just discard a card. Alright, Ezren is going to move. We still have a lot of locations left here. We have closed 2 though, so that's good. So we got the prison, charisma, or diplomacy. No. Or summon a bandit henchman. He's pretty good at fighting with his spells. So we'll head him to the waterfront. Plus the waterfront, when you use a weapon, you subtract from your rolls, but he'll be using spells. So he may be able. He's probably better at fighting here, as long as he has spells to fight with. Oh, and a bandit right off the bat. And there's not much here really. There's 4 enemies and 2 barriers. So 6 of the 10 cards is bad, and only an item in there. That's good. I'll try to take this dude out. Let's recharge our glaive. And let's acid arrow this. Acid arrow, we'll do force missile. 94, let's do it. Force missile. Got him. Beautiful. So now we have to fight another one to close it. There we go, we recharged our force missile. Nice, so it goes back in our deck. So this is a quick close. Expanded spellbook. Is there a spell on top? Sleep. Okay. Don't really care about sleep right now. That's a good defensive spell, but let's recharge our. Well, let's recharge sleep. I mean, it goes back in our deck. We got arcane armor, so now we're gonna acid arrow this dude. 95% chance. Got him. Bandit down. Acid arrow. That's our new spell. That's really strong. And we get it back in our deck. We want to make sure we got that guy. And we close out the waterfront quickly. I love it. On closing all characters in this location, discard a card. Well, that's shitty. Let's discard our quarterstaff. We're not gonna use that. I guess in a pinch we could. And there's no reason to use expanded spellbook because we're gonna get that card anyway here. Alright, at the farmhouse, Amiri is still trying to find out what's going on. We got a spyglass that she finds. Nice. She's got a lot of weapons, man. She's going to use that. So look at the top 2 cards. The gecko and an archer. Dex ranged. Charisma diplomacy. Bad at both. This is a good card for Harsk. It's a great card for Harsk as an ally. She's gonna fight the gecko first. Maybe Harsk can come get that archer on the next turn. Maybe. Oh, she already had to have it to the end of her turn. Alright, you know what? We're gonna move her to where Harsk is. Oh, Harsk is nowhere. Okay, so we're gonna move her to the prison. And then Harsk will come to the farm because he might be able to get that archer. Alright, woods. Bandit. Nice. Recharge her. Oh, this sucks. She doesn't have anything. Oh, because she was using spells. Or blessings to help people. So we have to recharge our standard bearer. And we get mended back. Oh, great. Harsk is going to recharge her card. Now his longbow actually has an ability to just add a d4. Basically his ability to anybody. But he's got that special ability, so he's going to use recharge his holy water. So I'll give her a hand. Oh no! Kyra is having troubles. We're gonna recharge our chainmail so she doesn't take damage. She's having trouble in these woods, man. At least she got to recharge that. She has a cure spell for next time. Harsk is gonna move to the farmhouse. Take on this gecko. I should have put it in the other order, but I messed up. He's gonna discard the sling to get a really good shot at this guy. Yeah. Promise there's no way to search again. We know it's the archer coming. Next. Okay. Alright, Ezren. What do we got left here? Let's send Ezren to help out Kyra right now, because she's having some trouble over in the woods. And he finds a bandit, of course, which means he's going to have to do a wisdom or survival check. So he could go invisible, but then he'll get shuffled back in. Let's do it. You can recharge that. It's a tough roll, though. Got it. No, we didn't get it. I want Kyra to beat the bandit, unfortunately, if possible. Alright, so now Amiri is at the prison. There's a magic shield here, useful for Kyra. But not very good. I'm trying to get to that point where I don't want to waste blessings. We're getting at the end here a little bit. There we go. Yeah, so I mean, you should be able to get some of these rolls. 50%. Can't all go against. But she's slow going, man. Amiri. I want to discard. How many cards does she get? 4. So she doesn't have to get rid of a card anyway. Get rid of the short sword. She's gonna cure herself first. Come on, good roll. There we go. 5 cards. That's the best we can get. And she is all happy again. Ah, we didn't recharge it this time. I used a blessing to recharge it last time, which worked out. Because that's the one we got, like 2 cards back. Discard this card to allow character your location to discard a weapon, an armor, or an item. That card. Get a same type from your discard pile. Sweet. Okay. Yeah, not worth it. There's nothing to get. Ooh, we got ambushed. Wisdom, perception. Okay, well she's good at wisdom, but that's a tough roll. Shit. I don't want that. Harsk is going to use his blessing. I'll give her a hand. 80%. Yeah, we got it. Alright, then ambush. Now we can explore, because we got past it. So another exploration. Bandit! Ooh, a flaming mace! Magical mace. That is perfect for Kyra. That is a hard roll. It's actually an impossible roll. Damn it! Oh, that is so good, too! We cannot get it, and nobody has any cards to help. Oh, that is frustrating. What a cool card. Can't do it. She can't get it. It's impossible. Oh, it's unfortunate when those things go away. Alright, Harsk, come on. Here's your archer. Kind of brought you here. Let's use your potion of glibness just to get her. Nice. So now we got an archer. That's a perfect guy for him. Or girl. Because we can help his range, or you can help us explore a location, which she's going to do now. But we can put that in this deck now at the end of the adventure. There's that bandit. Let's discard this crowbar, recharge a crowbar. Ooh, we got a light crossbow too now. Dexter range to go plus your strength die. So if we use the bow, it's 87. If we use the light crossbow, it's 90. So that's what we're using. Got him. Alright, so now we need to summon and defeat a random monster. Let's close this place out. A bunyip. These things are nasty. However, a bunyip is here, I don't know. Before you act, succeed at Wisdom 9, or everything's harder by 1. It's not the worst thing. Yeah, obviously we're going to fail that at 0%. So is this the same again? 68 or 76? Yeah. This is pretty big. Kyra is going to use her blessing to help. 96. We need to get this thing out of here. And this will close out our farm. With 11 turns left, I think that was good. Some short bows. Alright, let's take a quick look at what's going on here. We got all but 2 locations closed out. Harsk can go help out Amiri now. Wisdom or survival check, even though he might want to help out her because he's good at survival. I think that's what we're doing. So we're going to move him to the prison. Harsk will come to the woods. Well, not the woods, but wherever she is. Okay, burglar. Disable or stealth checks. Discard a weapon or item if we fail. He steals from us, bastard. He's not a monster, but we can use this. Oh, discard this card to succeed at your stealth check. Okay then, let's do that. You are mine. And I will recharge you 50%. Got it. So we got the burglar. Alright, he's not really... He's only good at disable or stealth checks, which is not bad because disable checks are kind of hard with the barriers. Or your check to defeat a barrier. Yeah, so he's actually not bad to have around. He can help you explore a location, which I like for allies, but Stride allows us to move another character. Ah. Let's do that. Let's move Harsk to the woods, where he wanted to go anyway, so he's there. Okay. Stride. Don't really care if we recharge that, but we did. Now we're down to 10 turns, 2 locations. Health-wise, we're doing pretty good. Prison, cultist. Longspear is cool because if you fail, you can discard it and reroll, so you can get 2 rolls. Longsword, you just basically beat people with. Let's try the longspear. Actually, we should probably keep the longspear for like the boss if he shows up. And as usual, she has 1 turn. Bandit! There we go. So we know that Jabral is at the prison. Because he's not at the woods because the bandit's here. So we have to recharge Mending, because I don't care about that. So we're going to use our mace. And we're going to use our blessing. 96% chance. Got him. Ah, we should have saved our blessing for the closing. That would have been a lot more intelligent. Come on. Oh no! You know, as long as somebody's here when we find him, we can leave him here to close the location, and then he can't run there on that turn. So now I'm wondering if we should leave her here. What's his survival? Wisdom +2. He's probably... Our wisdom is a D12. Yeah. It'll be about... Yeah, I don't know. Which one we should leave here. Might leave Harsk here. Let's see what we get. Potion of healing. Yeah. It's a good card, but we're not going to waste the blessing that she just got on it. We have way too many. So we're going to discard... Well, first we can see what's coming up. Pit Trap. wisdom perception, or dex acrobatics. We're going to optionally discard short bows. Both are short bows. No, one short bow. I want to try to get a different card, a light crossbow. Alright. Potion of hiding. Got it. See, now we're at that point. We have 6 turns, and we had to use a lot of blessings to get to this point, but now we don't have anything much to continue to quickly go through the deck. That's when we run into problems. He has no blessings in his deck, so trying to find a blessing for him is pointless. Ghoul. Only 70%, huh? Why is that? He's just tough? That's why. You could bury a card from our hand and add a D10. That's tough to bury a card. You gotta save that for like the really good enemies. Big guys, because burying a card means well, it's gone for the rest of this adventure. So we have the magic shield, we don't really need the magic armor. Fill in armor in. So let's bury the blood armor. Add that, and then that, and now we're at 94%. We raged up, took out the ghoul. I think that was a good call. We're not moving. So this is a pit trap. She's got a chance to get through it. She can explore instantly again. It's a pretty important roll here, right at the end. Pushing and healing. We have no way to help with that. Let's just get a good roll for once. No. So that means the bandit is left at the end here. So let's just take him out. Oh no! Oh, we beat the bandit. We failed at the close. Okay. Wisdom or perception 8 check or discard a card. We have more than enough cards to discard right now with Harsk. Get rid of that short bow. Alright. Light crossbow 84. Longbow 79. A longbow's not that great actually, because it uses the strength die on top. We got a blessing. Just gotta chance this. Make sure he gets it. Okay. Close it. 50% chance to close it. Really, we're not gonna. Even if it doesn't close, you can try again later. We really need to close it. I think we need to close it. We are running out of time. We do have some things in our bag here. We have 5 cards and a couple turns. Ooh, if we get this guy, we can explore again. That is big. Problem is, we have a 25% chance to get him. And nobody that can help us. Fuck. And no cards that can help us. Fuck. Nice! An 8! Ezren! So now we can explore again. There he is! Finally! Superil Visky, wanted on charges of blackmail, conspiracy, crimes against decency, grave robbing, smuggling, thievery, varied mayhem, and murder. Wanted poster in Magnamar. Alright. I can tell you are new here, so I'll give you one piece of advice for free. Get out. Leave Sandpoint behind you and no one needs to get hurt. I'll make this offer once. If you think your empty threats will intimidate me, you've never met my family. Okay. Alright, Chubero, so we have to recharge 2 cards. Let's recharge Burglar. And we have Arcane Armor. Let's recharge Force Missile. No. Let's recharge the Bracers. We get 2 cards back. Alright. So we're gonna Lightning Touch this bitch. we're going to use our blast stone. Banish it to add a d4 to our combat check. We kind of need to do that, but Harsk can actually help out. We can discard this to add a d4 to the combat check, or we can just use this to recharge it. So, and then it looks like we can actually do it again. Discard this to add a d4 because it's a separate ability that's doing it. 99% chance. Can I get 100? Blast stone. Is there ever a 100% chance? I guess there could be. We need a shit ton of dice. I don't want to banish that. So 99%! Yes! Harsk is awesome with that help from other locations. I yield! It'd be pain enough to get killed over Vinder's Hall. Indeed, perhaps Sandpoint has its share of intrigues after all. I don't imagine that I will tell me who's funded this operation. You will tell me. You understand perfectly, sir. Telling you isn't likely to help me live to your ripe old age. Better just take me to Sheriff Hemlock. Cheers. Punk. Victory at the end! This game doesn't come down to the end a lot like that. Alright. So everybody gets a item, I believe. Spell component pouch. Look at that, that's new. Reveal this card at 2 to your check to recharge a spell that has arcane trait. Oh, that is huge. That is going to Ezren. Spyglass, okay. It's not bad. It's not basic. Anything that's basic we can get anyway. Boots of Elvenkind. Yeah. Anything that's not basic is worth the whole. Amulet of Life, that's basic. So that's something we can just get if we wanted to in our deck. So that pouch is nice. The Spyglass, I like the Spyglass. I like to look ahead. 2 cards and move them around. Alright, so now we need to basically put everybody at their card limits. So, Amiri can only have 2 armors, so she has 3. So we'll get rid of the wooden shield and have her keep her magic shield that she found. And that spell component pouch we're going to give to Ezren. Actually, let's just do that real quick before I forget. Put it in this thing. I kind of like the Spyglass more than the Potion of Hiding. She's not one to hide. The Amulet of Fortitude is terrible, actually. This depends on what if we ever need a Fortitude check. It's not a check that I don't think you see that often. Alright, so we gotta get rid of an item. We're gonna keep the holy water just because it just makes sense for her to have holy water. Not probably the best reason, but that's what I'm going with. Alright, get rid of that short bow. Even though he's probably better than short. Ranged plus a d6. This gives his range plus your strength die. What's his strength die? d6. Alright, so it's the same thing. We'll keep the longbow because it's a longbow. Ooh, that chainmail. Forgot about that. He's going to keep the leather armor. Then we're going to give that chainmail to superior chainmail to Kyra. And then the leather armor. Oh, we got items galore here. I don't care about the boots. I don't care about the token of remembrance. You can only have 3 items. He doesn't want the holy water. Fort. I think we're going to. Well, the crowbar. Blocker obstacle. I think we'll go with those. Since we don't have Mirasil to get through traps and stuff, having a couple cards useful for different types, I think might be good. We're going to definitely keep that archer. And we have an extra blessing. Right. So we have a glaive. I forgot about that. Oh, I forgot about that glaive. And we are going to give that glaive to Amiri and get rid of a short sword. Yes, we are. Alright, spells that we don't need. It's always hard. We don't need 2 invisibilities. Stride did come in useful. we get any elite cards besides the one attack spell? No. Arcane armor is nice. Acid arrow is the only other one, yeah. So we'll definitely do that. Get rid of a force missile for the acid arrow. We gotta get rid of one more sleep, or I don't think we need more than one invisibility or sleep spell. Discard this card to evade a monster's highest ability to be 10 or lower. Discard this card to evade a monster. So this is evading, but with a limitation. Invisibility is just evade. So we'll keep that. Alright, so we want the spell component pouch for sure. Amiri life is better than those bracers. So we get rid of one more of the blast stone. We don't really need the blast stone with it. We used it the last time, but I like to be able to add a die to any boon, or any boon could be useful. Alright, the Sage, Night Watch, Night Watch, Burglar. Burglar isn't bad, but it's just that since he can't help you search a location, I'm not a big of a fan of him. Alright, that's everybody. Alright, I think we're good. Ooh, the returning throwing axe. Where'd that come? Dexter range skill. Oh, wow. That's gotta go to Harsk. I didn't even know that was in there. Get rid of the sling. Actually, there's no awesome ability cards that I just didn't see. That's that great. Alright. That's it! Brigandoom! Oh, your stash is... Oh, this is new. From the iPad version. Well, at least since I haven't played it in a while, so... It's probably in there now. Your stash is limited space. We have 30 cards! I'll banish the cards you can't fit in your stash. If they're worth something, you've paid for your trouble. Cards marked with repair are kind of worth no gold. What? Huh. Okay. 10 stash space? Can we upgrade that? Wow. We don't need that plus in. I have to get rid of 20 cards? Most of these are basic cards. That is weird. That is something that I don't remember. Alright, well, whatever. Basics. Get rid of all the basic cards, I think, obviously, right? Because we can get those anytime we want. We really only need to keep ones that are not basic in the stash. We're not using them now. We're not going to use them later. There we go. So elite, magic. The boots I don't really care about, to be honest with you. Acrobatics checks are so rare that I know of. Get rid of those. Token Remembrance really isn't that bad. Alright, we'll just do that for now. Oh, we get 9 gold. Alright, now we're done. Brigandoom. Done. So our next one that we're going to end up doing is going to be the Poison Pill. With Pillbug Potiker and his poison traps. And add 2 to your checks to acquire allies until you can find allies. I guess they're getting tired. They want to help and stuff. People just get poisoned in the streets and stuff. Alright, nice. Alright, thanks for watching those who did. I appreciate it. And I'll see you guys later. I'm just going to do one scenario per stream in here. And then it'll get up on YouTube as a kind of an episodic thing. So, thanks for watching. See you later.